Hi everyone, today I'm making some ginger sweets and some ginger candies. For this recipe you don't need a lot of ingredients, just sugar, fresh ginger juice and ginger sweets. I'm going to add some corn syrup as well. So let's start preparing the recipe. This is the fresh ginger I'll be using. You can cut this into small pieces and just use any blender with a little bit of water and then just sieve all the juice out. But because I've got the juicer, so I'm just gonna stick all this ginger in a juicer. That's our pure ginger juice. And it's almost 350 ml. This one is to make the ginger sweets. 150 ml. This I'm going to make some ginger candies to use in coffee as a sweetener. So as you can see, these are equal portions of sugar and fresh ginger juice. And this is the corn syrup. And this is half of the quantity from sugar and ginger. And these are the three ingredients I'll be using for making the ginger sweets. Then add the sugar. We need to cook this until it comes to boil, keeping the heat at the medium to high. The main thing is that the syrup don't start sticking at the bottom and starts to burn. And once the sugar is all dissolved, I'm adding the corn syrup. Do not stop stirring, just have to stand by it and keep stirring. You need to turn the heat down once it starts to boil. As you can see, the syrup's becoming lighter in color. To bring it to boil and then turn the heat down and keep stirring. The quantity, as you can see, the quantity reduced to half now, and I've been cooking this for 10 minutes on high and medium low. I'll bring to boil on high and then reduce the heat and cook on low heat. That's the consistency we need. When you pull it, it just have one string. So I'm going to turn this heat off now. And let it cool. Carefully transfer the mixture in a jug and let it cool down for 5 minutes. Before we transfer this mixture into the mold. It's ready to transfer into the molds now. I'm going to transfer this mixture into the mold. I don't want my sweets to be really big, so I'm just going to fill in the bottom part. We need to do, at this stage, we need to do this pretty quick because the liquid can set instantly. Now this liquid is getting really thick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this measuring jug in to a microwave and just heat for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, as you can see, it's gone thin again. So without wasting any time, I'm just going to quickly transfer this into the mold. I'm making a really thin sweets. If you prefer to have it thicker or square sweets, you can add more liquid. And if you don't have any mold, you can also use a baking parchment. Just put it in some container and then spread the liquid evenly. Halfway through cooling, just cut them into desired size pieces. And once it's completely cold, just separate all the pieces and store them in an airtight container. It needs a couple of hours to completely cool down, and when it becomes hard, you just need to remove them from the mold and put them in an airtight container. You can use these sweets up to a year or even longer once they're done. These sweets are really good when you're traveling and you suffer from travel sickness, or if you're taking any medication and making you nausea. These ginger sweet helps a lot. This is been resting in a cool temperature for almost 3 hours. So I'm going to check now if these are ready to take out. So you just need to push that from the bottom. That looks quite good. Just need to apply a little force for it to come out. The nice little crystal balls. You can store these in an airtight container. and use whenever needed. For this second recipe, which is just a sweet, is sugar candies, just to flavor your tea or coffee. This one I'm just going to use 2 ingredients, the ginger juice plus double the amount of sugar. So half a cup of ginger juice and 1 cup of sugar. Mix in and then put in the microwave 5 to well. It's becoming syrupy like, and that's the consistency I needed. So if you drop a few drops in a plate, and if they don't run, leave it for 10 seconds, and if that's set, then it means it's ready. Altogether it took me 5 minutes to get to this state. This is when you need to transfer this into mold. Use any type of mold you have in the house. If you don't have any mold, just lay it out in a flat and cut them into small cubes. I need to let this rest for a couple of minutes, and then I'll be transferring these into the molds.